Everybody, everybody go. Everybody, everybody go. Run and tell everyone you know. It's time for Talk Like Tuesday. Talk Like Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. Get to the bag and tell them that tag. Talk Like Tuesday. Talk Like Tuesday. You know where we at. It's time to sip and chat. Get to the bag and tell them that tag. Get it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag. Why does everybody laugh when I say that? But welcome back to Talk Live Tuesdays, y'all. When I tell y'all, I told y'all last week when I had 66 Poppy on the show that I was bringing an artist onto the platform and we were going to just chat about some things that he has going on and just really get to know who he is. And tonight, I'm introducing none other than Cellow to you guys. Let me tell you. First of all, y'all know who I am and what I do. Y'all already know where to follow me on Instagram at @TagDidIt. But I'm going to let him introduce himself, give y'all his name, and just, introduce him and do what he do. And then we'll get into the show, okay? So, Cellow, introduce yourself and let them know who you are and where to follow you. And then we're going to get right into the things of the thing.
Well, my name is Cellow Phane, but everyone calls me Cellow for short.
Yes.
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter at CELLOWPHNE. I'm here in Atlanta, and I feel like if you mention and say that green hair boy gets on my nerves, they're talking about me. Just gotta say green hair boy.
The green hair boy. That's what they know you by. Okay. How long have you been living in Atlanta?
About 4 years now.
Okay.
4 years now. And 5 years now being green.
Okay. And where did you grow up? Like where are you from?
I grew up in New Orleans, and then I joined the military, and then that's how I got to Georgia. I was in Fort Benning in 2018.
Okay. Yeah, we're gonna get into all that because I do my deep work. So I know that you're in the military, all those good things. We're gonna get right into those questions. But yes, New Orleans. It's so funny because you don't really have. I didn't hear it until you just said it.
It comes out I'm very upset.
Yeah,
and that's like you don't want to get me there. So.
Yeah, because I didn't hear it until you just said New Orleans. But okay, well, listen, y'all, we got a good show for y'all tonight. Y'all know I be in my questions bag, and I'm ready to talk to you. So listen, we got Unwrapped tonight with Cellow Phane. We're gonna talk about the music, him, his energy, the green hair, the inspiration behind it all. And then later into the show, I have a very special guest because I wanted to add a segment to this show. And I feel like he was the only person that was very good to do it. So we're going to talk a lot of things housewives. We're going to talk a lot of things, not even a lot, but we're just going to get into a few things, reality TV, a few things that's been going on in the media. And we're going to have a good time tonight. So Cellow, are you ready? Let's get into it. So you grew up in New Orleans, and how was that environment growing up for you as a kid?
I feel like being in New Orleans, everything is so jumbled. Mm-hmm. That's why I call it like a big gumbo pot. Mm-hmm. So like leaving that and then like for instance, like coming into Atlanta, I had like a Nigerian friend from college, and she'd be like, "You're light skinned," and I'm like, "No." I was like, "I'm black," and she was like,
"Yeah."
She was like, "No." She was like, "You're light skinned," and then I was like, "In New Orleans, you get long hair, thick, red bone. I'm not a red bone. And if you're not a yellow bone, you're not a red bone. You just exist, you know." And so like I feel like leaving New Orleans, you had everything just started dividing, and I was like, okay, like we all was just one thing here, so. No, it was really cool. I feel like now it's not progressive in the sense of like things to do, people and stuff. But
that's good to hear. I've never been to New Orleans before, but to hear like everybody was just like one there. Like I think me growing up where I grew up in Florida. I didn't feel like it was a melting pot until I got to FAMU when I got to school. Mm-hmm. So when I got to school, that's when I was like, oh damn, like it's a bunch of different black people with different hairstyles, different colors, whatever. But like in my hometown, it was like. People literally, they did depict you by your color. Like if you weren't light skinned or if you weren't a certain size, whatever, they came at you and they talked about you. So, but child, I forgot. We gotta take a shot before I go to my next question. That's the ritual. Let's do it. To a great show. Mm-hmm. I know, right? I don't know what they putting in the Don Julio these days. It's crazy. But anyway, so was music always like present in your home growing up, like, or did it come to you later?
Not that I think about it. I was in a choir growing up.
Okay.
I was in a choir. I went to Catholic school.
Okay.
And then I was in a band.
Okay.
And then I was in like a garage band, but it never clicked to me that like I've always been musically inclined. Into I want to say maybe 5 months ago, and I'm just like, oh, I have been playing a guitar like when I was a kid. So I think it's something that always been a part of my life.
Yeah.
Concerts.
I don't like to talk about me a lot during interviews, but I have to say this because you never realize your dreams or realize what you've done in the past that influence where you are today. Because I used to always be told, "Oh, you talk too much. Like you need to stop talking." Or I would get brought up in school. Like anytime I got brought up in school, it would always be for talking in class. And it's like now I get to talk for a living. Thank you.
Like I guess something else to mention too is like my hair is like teal or green. And I went on Facebook 2010 to 11. I have a bunch of pictures of Lady Gaga on there. And guess what color her hair is? Yeah, it's this color. Yeah. And I was like, you never realize how things, because that was my favorite.
Influence you.
Yeah, I was like, okay, that's cool. It's different.
And you know what's crazy? Because my next question was, you were in a choir in school and bands. Like, I was going to ask you that next. But see, that shows you these skills over here. But who first told you had something? Who first that were around you that told you, like, you got something you need to continue to pursue it?
So my mom is an artist. Okay. And so like my whole house is like very creative. So I started off with like painting, and then like in New Orleans, they're like gifted classes. So like if you can paint, draw, and sing and stuff like that, you can take like an exam. So I was like gifted in the arts. So I started there. And then eventually I started to write. Okay. And so it was around the writing that my mom was like, you should really get deep into writing, Yeah. But like music and writing wasn't a big thing like in the early 2000s. Now it is, you know. So my parents are now heavy on like get back into writing. Yeah. Because I'm in a copywriting program right now too. But like it's my parents right now that's saying like push.
And were you writing? Was it writing like as far as music, or was it like writing like
poetry?
Okay. Yeah. Well, poetry is it can turn into music, honestly. Like, and I always say that I feel like if your song doesn't flow like poetry, I never could catch on to it. Like it's a lot of music that I just really like if I can't get hooked to it, like I
do hate busy music.
Next, yeah. Like I can't deal with it. But looking back, like were you all like you say your family was artistic. Like, do you feel like the world shaped that out? Like do you feel like it shaped you to be who you are now? Or like before you like reclaimed it? Like as far as you coming back to doing it like full time. So do you feel like back then shaped you to do what you're doing now?
I feel like to answer your question, my grandmother, who's not here no more, she used to bring me to go see Beyonce every year to go see her at Essence Fest. So that's when Beyonce used to perform at Essence as a headliner. And so like I think always going to concerts kind of influence you to see certain things a certain way. Yeah. And then I think the real pivotal point of like what made me start writing music was the military. Okay. And then fully becoming myself, just kind of wrapped it all together. And it was just like, I can take how I'm feeling and put it into music. And now other people are listening to it. And that just kind of like drives like the motivation to keep making music.
Yeah. And now you did say you were in the military. But how do you feel like the military life shifted your mindset creatively? Like, did it ground you or fuel you to escape like that portion of your life?
Cellow would not exist if I wasn't in the military. And because I used to be overweight, but I always wasn't. Like I got up to 300 pounds being in the military. And it happened kind of because like I was trying to, I moved here in Georgia and this guy did not like me. And he should how you pronounce the word, he took me off the rail of what I was supposed to go. And then I just got depressed and I just stopped working out. Started eating bad. And so then I had like these heavy feelings because in the military, you don't have no rights. So you can't speak. You can't really show too much emotion. So I had to take all those feelings and place it somewhere. And then I was like picking through names and Cellophane stuck, you know? Because Sia has a song called Cellophane and FK Twigs had a song called Cellophane. Yes. But with Sia, she says like, here I am. I present myself wrapped in cellophane. And she's like presenting cellophane is see-through. So I just started dumping my feelings into like this entity that didn't exist. My ex-boyfriend was like, how about you go to the studio? Yeah. That one time. And I have not been back since. Wow. So it's been, without the military, none of those emotions, I would have never had a pot to put it into.
Wow. Like, it's, That's crazy. When did Cellophane become more than just a name for you? Like, when did it become like your statement? When did it just become you?
I'm thinking. So I went to Scott,
Mm-hmm.
and they were like, "What do you want to be called? Like, what is the name?" I was like, "Cellow," and it was like, someone has to call you that. Like, you have to start somewhere.
Right.
And so the whole school started calling me Cellow. And so then when I started meeting new people, it was Cellow. It wasn't my government name no more, right? And then my hair was it was green, it was peach. And it was a mistake that it turned blue, and then it faded green. And then some guy was like, "Hey, green." And then somebody else was like, "Green." And I was like, I'm being known as this thing. Right. And then I lost the weight. And then that's when it took off. Like, the music took off, the Twitter page took off, and
yeah, because you have a big presence on Twitter. And I didn't know that until I started doing my research, and then I found your Twitter, because I've always followed you on Instagram. I followed you on Instagram for a while, but
Instagram is real artsy.
Yeah, like I've never like seen your Twitter for some reason, and it's like now ever since but even before I followed, I just started seeing you like on my timeline. I was like, that's just so crazy, like how these phones are posted.
But even like think about what I just said too, because dumping the writing into music. When I stopped writing music, I dumped my writing into Twitter. And that's how like people think, "Oh, you're sitting here." No, I write.
Yeah.
And so I'm like,
just dishing it out.
Because I'm not putting it into the music right now. I'm just writing it into Twitter.
Wow. That's what's up. That's a good outlet. So that was just our introduction. Well, we're going to get into segment 1. We're going to get into what happened to Monday.
Okay.
That was your EP, your last EP that you did. What inspired you to do that project?
So I don't know if you have many like musician friends, but there's a lot of music saved on our phones in a voicemail. And my old roommate was like, "Oh, I didn't know you made music for your cell phone." And I was like, "Bitch." I was like, "But you're right." You know what I'm saying? And so one night, me and my best friend, we were like fucked up. We were high and we had nothing to do. And we were sitting there watching YouTube music videos, and the Fleetwood Mac was on. And this was the first time they were performing since the band broke up because of the Stevie Nicks and her boyfriend. And she has this song called Silver Linings. And like, first time they played it, and she turned her body from the audience to him, and she was just like, "The voice of the woman who loves you will haunt you forever." And she's like, look him in his face. And I was like, wow, she immortalized him. Like, no matter if y'all died today, like that music in that moment is going to forever be with you.
Yeah.
And then I thought about my friends that I'm not friends with anymore. This was during COVID.
Yeah.
And I was like, damn. I was looking at a picture, and they had a dog named Monday, my friend. And I was like, damn, whatever happened to that dog? And then I was like, what happened to Monday? But I'm also high, remember? Yeah. And I'm just like, but damn, what else happened to Monday? Like, we're so lost in like the week now because we're stuck inside. Like, we don't even realize what and I was like, and I was like, what happened to Monday? And that it just came up like that. And so I took different songs from my voicemails, and I pieced together a story that replicated the friendships that I had with those people.
Yeah.
And now, even though we're not friends, we're immortalized through music.
Yeah. What? See, and this is why I do what I do, because I like to hear people's story and also pick their brains and know what's going on, because I feel like that's how you learn. And I like to see what other people's creative process is, because like my creative process and me doing the show is totally different from someone that does music. So just to hear that part of the story, and like, because a lot of people they can tell you what inspired it, but they can't go into depth like that. So like you can tell like that really was the inspiration behind the name of the EP. So how did you build the soundscape? Like, was this mostly like your solo, or did you have like a team like to do?
It was mostly me. So like I had like the project done, and then the same friend that we came together with it, he was like, "This is good." He was like, "But it's boring." And I was like, "What do you mean?" He was like, "It's good music, but it's super slow." And I was like, "Okay." And I had to sit there and challenge myself on like, how do I input a fast song here? So that's how Do It with God Is Mikey came about. Because I was sitting at the table and I'm just like, I don't know what to do. And I was like, just do it. And I was like, do it. And I was like, okay. But like, what I wanted was something that reminded me of my like childhood with my friends. And we were big on shrooms. Yeah. And so I just wanted something that felt just a little wavy. And then you'd be surprised how many people call me or tell me, I just had a good shroom trip. And I was like, oh, perfect. You're like feeling the essence of what the project is about.
Oh, child.
Because I think it starts off very slow. Then it gets a little peak,
Yeah.
and then it comes right back down.
I think I went on a trip in Mexico last year, and oh baby, and I'm talking about I'm talking about we were out the door, and it was crazy.
Did you get the chance to be around the water?
Not during the trip.
No one never lets me get in the water. It'd be so scary, but I was like, let me touch the water.
I don't know if you ever watched 9 Perfect Strangers?
I love that show.
I just finished the first episode. The first season. Gagging.
You want to know? I always told people, I was like, and people thought I was being funny when I said that. I was like, if there's a way that they can microdose Molly and like be able to prescribe it to people, a lot of people are more happy. And there are finding ways to microdose shrooms and MDMA to like for like therapy. Yeah, because that show literally. It just made me look at life and look at things. There's a season
totally, 2. Yes, a season 2. I'm waiting to watch it with somebody. But yes, I did just watch the first season. I binged it like a few days ago.
No, it's awesome.
I choked.
Great TV.
Great TV. Which track was most personal for you to write?
See Me.
Okay.
And I think it's personal for multiple reasons. So See Me is like a very personal one because it's not actually about me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not from my perspective.
Mm-hmm.
The person, my ex that paid for the studio time, I was in the military, and he was like, no matter what I can do, say, or show for you, I would never feel seen in this relationship. You would never be satisfied. And that hurt, you know? And then I like put it on some beats, and it just came out.
Yeah.
And I think what's also very telling about it doesn't matter how many new songs I write and how many new songs I perform. It's always that one where like people could be talking and chatting, and then like they're just like this in that moment, and everyone's paying attention.
Yeah.
Because I have a new friend that came to come see me perform, but he was like up the street, and he was like, what was that second to last song you performed? I heard you way around the block. And I was like, See Me.
Wow.
So I think that's a real personal one that like everyone has like their big hits. I think what it was Beyonce's like that Halos for like, you know, the white people. I'm trying to think. But yeah, like Frank Ocean, Thinking About You. I feel like that's my thing as of right now.
Yeah.
You know?
And look, it's only going to go bigger. Like you're only going to get better as time goes on. Was that project like a goodbye to a chapter in your life, or was it just the start of something new?
I think it was a start, and I think it's very interesting because for me, I had to stop doing features because I didn't want their songs to speak for who I am as a person. I didn't want their music to tell stories that weren't mine to tell. So I feel like What Happened to Monday is an introduction of who I am as an artist. And the next project that I'm dropping is an introduction as who I am as a person.
Okay.
And then anything else after that is like, woo, I'm having fun. Let's just drop some music. But I just want to make sure that I was able to show that I can make music. And now I want to show who I am as a person.
And will we be seeing a new album or EP soon? Or is it like
very
something
soon,
in the
like
works?
It's done.
Okay.
It's been done for 2 years. I'm just like, we're just trying to get it out. You know, like your friend just said, like perfection.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, we just did the short film that just dropped yesterday. So it's just one of those things where it's like, I want to do a whole short film for it.
Okay. So for the whole album?
The whole album. Because it needs to tell who I am and show me.
How many songs, if you don't mind me asking?
It is 5.
5 songs. Okay.
And 2 is already out.
Okay. That's cute. 5. Why so short? Why not?
It was actually only 4 until I got inspired to do Backseat, and that was by somebody. I was like, I'm feeling this. I got to put this on there because I don't have much like R&B sexy music, but like you said, it like is this like an introduction? I feel sexy now, and I, you know, I could fit in the backseat now.
And we gonna get into feeling sexy, okay? Now we gonna spotlight on Backseat. We gonna do the single and the short film, okay? And then we'll talk about the live performance too, because I watched the live performance and I loved it. So Backseat is simmering with intimacy and, you know, a little edge. What inspired this song?
Okay, so I was a shop boy at this event, and it was this guy talking to me the whole time we were there, right? And basically, we were just like this. It was like this the whole time. But like, obviously, you can't do nothing. I'm at work, you know, you're chilling. And I remember my friend Alex was like, upstairs, I was supposed to bartend, but it was empty. And so I'm like, we've been like edging each other for like a good 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Let me take you upstairs real quick. And that's, you know, the line in the song. I want to see you in the backseat tonight. Take me upstairs and kiss me on side. Yeah, we were like munching, you know.
Oh.
And then I went home and I was just like, that was hot, you know. Let me go ahead and pin this real quick. And the song is short; it's only 2 minutes, and I feel like that's how long we're upstairs. But it felt like forever.
Wait.
Coming down the stairs was kind of like the walk of shame. You like this, you know.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay. Wait. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting you to say all that. Okay. Okay. So it was a real life experience.
Yeah, most definitely.
Wow. Okay. You know what? We'll talk about that a little bit later. But anyway, you dropped the short film to Backseat. Mm-hmm. Walk us through the concept.
So when I was listening to Backseat, I was thinking about how can I fit Backseat into the vision I already have for my short film. And I don't mind sharing the vision for the short film. Mm-hmm. For me, this EP is supposed to represent two things. Mm-hmm. A relationship that's like a roller coaster, mm-hmm. right? And initially the EP was supposed to be, I'll just tell you the name too, I don't care.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be a deluxe edition to What Happened to Monday. Uh-huh. So this is supposed to be called The Monday Blues, right? Okay. Because like this is
we have an exclusive here on Top Live Tuesday, thank you.
But they were like, the songs are strong. Mm-hmm. They don't need to be attached to What Happened to Monday. They don't even sound like What Happened to Monday. Mm-hmm. And so to me, I don't know if you ever heard of the Monday Blues, but it's kind of like if you go to a music festival, mm-hmm. you kind of get really fucked up Friday through Sunday. But you might meet your little festival boo on Friday. Y'all in love. Y'all talking about marriage.
For the whole weekend.
Right. Uh-huh. Mm-hmm. And then Monday come, y'all texting. He was like, bitch, I was high. I don't know what you talking. Like, delete my number.
I don't know before. I had a weekend boo out of town. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fun, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. But like the album is supposed to show that you know. Yeah. And for the short film, I just really wanted to replicate that in queerness. But like not something that's overly done, mm-hmm. something that's too down, but something that's just really abstract and artsy. So for Backseat, I was like, how can I fit this song here that was not supposed to be in here? And I was like, we can tell the story of like having to hide love mm-hmm. with someone in small spaces. When you think about like queerness, like we're never really truly allowed to love out loud. Even right. when we open with someone, like right. think about it. You'll be like, can you kiss your partner in person without thinking like,
right.
you know?
No, it is definitely like and it's so weird to me because I'm very affectionate, but it's a cringe.
In the back of your mind.
Yes, it's a cringe mm-hmm. in the back of my mind. Like even if I'm holding hands with somebody in public, it just be like, girl, leave me alone. Don't touch me. Like, but it's weird though, because with somebody that you're dating, it icks me. But like when I'm with my friends, I don't mind being on my friends in public, but it's like too much affection in public. Like sometimes it just makes me cringe. So I get that.
But we're conditioned to be that way. And that's what I'm saying. So like, to me, I really wanted to make Backseat that story that I feel like we all had been through, mm-hmm. but like also show that like some of our best moments are in small spaces, as small as a backseat.
Yeah. I had some backseat action, but about front seat too. What roles did you take in directing or co-producing this visual piece?
So I conceptualized it, and then I also wrote it, and then I had a co-writer, Alon, who helped me tighten it together. Mm-hmm. I cast the models too as well too, mm-hmm. and then I also basically did the shot list and everything as well. So kind of just brought in a director, we brought mm-hmm. in a videographer, and that was it.
Okay, so you basically were the man with the plan and the man behind the scenes too. Mm-hmm. Gotcha. So the film is mood like it's tense, but it's also raw. Mm-hmm. Were you writing from? Would you say you were writing from like a personal experience, and you know, but it wasn't playing like? Were you also in like character while you were in the role as well? You
want to know? Yeah, because I was like, I also am not there no more. Like, mm-hmm. I'm not discreet, and I'm also not hyper masculine anymore. So mm-hmm. this is like, let's put me into something that, you know, let's try to pretend this, you know, real quickly. But I was just telling someone the other day, I was like, I've never dated Trade. So like,
me either.
To me, my story about that isn't about Trade, but people mm-hmm. who have dated Trade will obviously connect in that way. Mm-hmm. But I've dated people that I've been really discreet about, where like, I'm not going to do that in front of my friends because I haven't really came out to them and like, you're blowing up my spot, you know?
Believe it or not, I was one of those girls back in the day. And then I just decided one day, hey, just be gay.
What was the last time? What was the last Trade you talked to? What did you do?
Oh, no. I wasn't dating the Trade. I was the Trade. I'm gonna slap y'all. Yes, I was the Trade. When I was in college, then when I got ready to leave college, like my last year, I was just like, you know what? Because at the time I wanted to pledge, and I won't say who I wanted to pledge because I might be in the process of doing that soon. But I was wanting to pledge at the time, and I was like, I had to keep this image up.
So what was your trade costume? Because mine was the hat backwards, the white beater, the socks, and the Nike slippers.
I had braids at the time, but I had like a middle, like just the braids, like the fade in the back and the braids.
Okay.
So I had braids at the time. I always wore like 2-piece sets or like jerseys and things like that. And then I always had on like a fly ass sneaker. And then I had gold. So I had 6 at the bottom, 6 at the top. No, 8 at the top. And then one day I just lost them. I feel like that was the end of my end of my era because I wasn't buying them again. But yeah, I was a real Florida boy. Like when you think of Florida, if you would have saw me back then, you would have really been like, yeah.
Florida men are crazy.
Very crazy.
They're fun though.
Clock it. What was it like showing off the sensual side of you? Like, was there anything that made you hesitate, like putting that out on film in the open?
I feel like for the longest, I don't want my brand to be attached to like sexuality or like too sexual of an image, and which I still feel like it's like sexual, but it's not. And so one of the things that like we did have like an intimacy coach that was there, but it's funny because he was like, "Y'all are really aggressive," and it was straight. He was straight. He was like, "Y'all are back there like 2 men." He was like, "Slow it down," And I was like, "Okay." I have to think about this person as if this is someone that I'm trying to seduce. And like I tell this moment every time I talk about this. I like grab the bottom of his chin and I give him like the little doe eyes, like and he squeals. Like he start like geeking, squealing, and I'm like, are you serious? And he was like, yes. I was like, oh my God. I was like, this is too intimate for you. You was okay with us wrestling back here and ripping the pants off, but the moment of like, and I was like, okay.
I'm sorry. This is too visual for me, and
I'll play for you later.
I'm weak. I'm so weak. I'm gonna get it together. Okay, cool. So, that'll make you weak too. That'll make me weak too. That's just it's a thing.
But to also answer your question,
yes, please.
I do want to eventually do an era that's like real body focused. But if you pull a gun on that so early, when you do it, no one's gonna care.
Yeah,
I'm like, this bitch always shirtless.
Yeah, that's another story for another damn day. But we gonna go into the live performance of Backseat because it gave a lot of energy. Your live performance of Backseat brought a whole different energy. How did you feel about performing the song live?
I was excited. It was my first time performing it. And that was my first time ever being like paid that much to perform and on a big stage like that at Piedmont Park. Yes. And I don't know what we're supposed to do. I was like, I want to be in the backseat of a car. I was like, can we, my friend was like, let's just buy, go to a junkyard and get I was like, that's a lot. So we bought the green couch and I was sitting on the couch with one of the other dancers. And I was like, what if we did synchronized dancing, but it was not synchronized, where it was like, reflections of each other and like that craving of each other. You get close and then you like go away. Yeah. And I feel like that was my favorite part of the performance was just like we're almost there. Will they do it? And you're like, no. And so he was real cute too. I felt like he was doing his little thing. His acting was really good. I actually did want him to come to be the model in it, but he was busy. I feel like we had like real good on stage chemistry.
Did you switch up the flow like on stage, like for the stage, or did you like just keep it?
We just kept. I just knew that anytime we like leaned in, we needed to somehow mimic. Yeah,
Okay. And how did you feed out the audience like reaction during this track?
They were fun. Like if you listen, someone was like, "Damn, they're hot." I was like, that is really funny. But I'm a yapper, and that was the first time that I was able to actually like talk back and forth with the crowd. So
okay, I always tell people, like, if you can't engage with me, like, when you're performing, I'm kind of, like, it's, like, non-existent in my head. Like, I'm not going to continue to pay attention. Yeah, my attention span is, like, super, like, fast. Like, I can't. Have you ever had a fan get too close to you during a performance that you just felt like, okay, like, you too close in my space, like, back up?
No, but, like, there is that one person that's, like, just looking and you're like, let me just look past you, look over your head, because like I can't lock in with you right now. You're locked in, you're zoned in right now.
That's me.
But
I would look at I don't know why. Just like once you make eye contact with somebody, it's just like I got you.
I will look over you. But I am doing something new for BACKSEAT since I won't have my dancers. And I'm going to do like, what Janet Jackson does. And I'm going to ask if anybody wants to come in the backseat with me. And then I'm going to just sing to them.
Okay.
In the backseat.
Because are you giving Destiny's Child catered to you at the BET Awards?
And I might give out little special shirts too that says like, I want to fuck Cellow Phane that I give out. It'd be cool.
You're too
sitting on their way with the shirt.
Much for me. Okay. What moment from that live set did you feel like, the most alive? Like what made you just feel like, shit, this is my moment. Like I'm here.
I think hearing the music live. And for me, I don't know if you were able to know that the whole band was black. Black dancers, black band, and me being black and also not looking like, what's the word I'm looking for? Fit into this construct that of masculinity, being able to do all those things and experience it in my community for myself. That's what makes me feel like, and I date black men.
Yeah.
And it's like, people who typically make music like me, they don't, and it was like, it felt good for me to be able to do that and represent that for myself. And then I'm like, wow, I'm actually being the person that I would have liked to have seen the artists that I love do.
Yeah, I'm glad you jumped out your hyper masculinity because real girls do not like hyper masculine boys. They like butch queens. I love a butch queen, FYI. But anyway, the next segment we're going to go into before we bring on our special guest to our show, which I'm very excited about. But we just going to, like I told you, do something really spicy really quick. It's not really spicy, but it's a little spicy. So we're going to hop right into the segment. It's called Spicy But Soulful, okay? What do you think makes you sexy that most people wouldn't expect?
Like things they can't see, or
it can be whatever.
I think what people can see that it's my eyes. I feel like that is like the biggest thing, and it's so funny because most men won't look me in my eyes. Like the person I'm dating now, for the longest he wouldn't, and I was like, you don't want me to get my way. That's what that is.
I know, like I can take it for real.
But I think another thing that is unseen is because of how comfortable I am with myself. I mean, think about it. I'm walking around with green hair. That's obviously going to draw. But because I'm so comfortable being myself, I feel like it makes a person unravel around me. And then that's sexy. People love, why you love Rihanna. That's why you love Sabrina Carpenter, all these other people, because they're being themselves.
Yeah.
And I think that is what people find sexy that other people can't see.
Period. Would you ever date someone less driven than you, or do they have to match like your energy and what you're doing?
I have. I'm like I used to be Bob the Builder. Yeah.
What do you mean?
I used to love a fixer upper. I used to, try to fix a man or fix a person, but I can't because if you're a burning shooting star, you can't drag along a snail.
Yeah.
Like you can't do that. You're gonna kill him. And I realized that no matter how positive, intentional you are, we're trying to help that person, you're only going to hurt them. Because imagine you're like pulling a dog that's not trying to walk, but you're running and pulling. You're just hurting them.
You're just speaking to my life today, and I'm just over it. Like, get out. Because what K. Michelle said,
can't raise a man.
She said, and build a man. She said, build him up just to let me down. Give him some shoes so he can just walk out. Yes, they walk out. You get them to where they are, and then then they go on about their business. And I hate that. When you're in a relationship, are you the playlist maker, or are you the one just like vibing in the passenger seat?
They don't even touch the aux cord.
So you gotta listen to what you listen to.
I feel like you not have great taste in music. So like I've never had nobody be like, let me put on some music. They just vibe.
What's your top 3 songs on a playlist?
Right now? I don't even have playlists. I just let it roll. But I'm trying to think, what do I listen to at the moment? I forgot to grab my phone.
Give me your top 3 artists.
Okay. So right now it'd be Steve Lacy. Female. I'm trying to think. I've been like Marina and the Diamonds lately.
Okay.
And then I really love Taylor Swift. I'm not gonna lie to you. I do.
I like Taylor Swift. I just don't know if I like her new direction.
I can agree with you on that. I think that COVID has fucked a lot of artists up. I think that in COVID, they had sat on a lot of music, and I think they're trying to pump out what they already had.
Yeah.
I do want her to take a moment, have some fun, crash out, come back and go into the studio. Because she is like, for me, as someone who's a fan of hers, for me, I feel like it is redundant.
It is.
And I was listening to Sabrina Carpenter today, and I was just like, man,
I love her
you need to come back before you...
Yeah, I love her too. She's like one of my new faves. Yeah, she's very fun. Very hot little young thing.
Puss. Yeah.
Yes, very puss. Ever dropped the lyric or on a song and just thought like, damn, that's too raw to release. Like I can't really say that. I gotta switch it up.
I had this song called what was it called? Couldn't or something. And it was about how a person couldn't satisfy me sexually. And I was just going in, and my best friend was like, yeah, bitch, release that. And I was like, you're messy because you don't like this person, but you're not going to think about how this is going to impact this person. So yeah, I was going in. I had to throw that away.
Can you drop a line from the song?
I don't remember. But I do know it went into some very artsy ways of how someone couldn't sexually satisfy you. But you know how like you may not directly say, oh, you can't get one out of me. It's like changing the words up to make it seem like it's about some random day-to-day stuff. But if you knew who it was about and you know it's about you, yeah, it hurts.
Yikes. That's why I don't date people that do music. Anyway, tell me the most toxic thing you ever done in a situationship, but said in a lyric. If you can just put it together real quick. I love my life.
I'm trying to think. There's something that really toxic that happened. I don't think I put that in music yet, but I guess...
Can you conjure up a lyric right here, right now?
I don't know. I wish I could... Let me think. I'll tell you, I have a song called Flipster on the new project. That's about going back and forth, and there's robotic voices on it. That is my inner conscious that no one can hear, and it's about me begging someone to choose me. And this is someone that I know that has not chosen me so many times, and I just think that it's, if you listen to this, kind of heartbreaking, because it's just kind of like, I'm like, you chase up the guys, why not chase me? And like, it's a different voice than the voice that I'm singing on it. So it comes afterwards. But I'm also trying to think about a way that I can piece together the words for...
Well, what was what was it that you did in a situationship? Tell me.
I let somebody kick my front door in. Yeah. And I'm trying to think about the way that I was really sitting here thinking about how can I artistically put that into music?
Wait, were you at
I'm
your friend's
surprised
house?
you did not find that. I mean, we scrubbed that really well.
Yeah, because I dig deep. But wait, so the person kicked in your friend's door looking for you?
In my door.
Oh, kicked in your door. Okay. See if I have anything like that in my life. I mean, someone pulled up on me before at somebody else's house, but that had nothing to do with me nor them, honestly. Yeah. Basically.
Yeah, I'm thinking like maybe it would have been, if I were to try to write a lyric around that and it's sad, I probably would say, you kicked down the doors that I already took down for you. Something like that. So there was no need for you to come in so heavily.
Oh, cute. So, I'll take that. I'll take that. Well, Cellow, I have a special guest tonight. He's like my second cousin removed on my daddy's side because we have closely the same last name. But I want to bring him on set because we're going to get into a few things tonight as far as Real Housewives. And I think this will be a good segment to do because I do want to just get into a little tea. And I know that this will definitely interest the girls into coming in. So, none other than my friend. I have no other than Anthony coming to the set. And we're going to bring him on and let him talk a little one too. Are you ready?
Yes.
You ready? Let's do it. Okay. Anthony. Hey. Try not to hit my camera right there, girl.
Mr. Gas.
What's going on, baby?
Hey.
It's nice to see you again.
Nice to see you again, too.
Come on, sit on down. Pull the chair in.
Oh, you got some down, Julio.
Yes. Pull the shit up. Go ahead and pull it up. Now come a little closer to me so you ain't in the camera.
Yes, Mr. Gaskin.
What's going on? You got your shit ready?
Girl, I got my reads ready, locked and loaded.
Okay, let's get into it. Well, Cellow, it seems you guys already know each other, so we just gonna jump right into it. Anthony, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling energized. My Botox is sitting and I'm ready to go.
Yes, Botox. Let's get into it. So I'm going to let you take over, introduce yourself really quick to the girls and the boys and the things of the things, and then we're going to let you do your big one. Go ahead.
Okay, well, my name is Anthony. I'm owner of It Girl Consulting. You can follow it on Instagram. I have a lot of good things coming up in the works in the next coming week, so you guys can get your life. I need you guys to click that link up in my bio, ladies, and get your lives together. Let me help you get it together. If you want a TV deal, I can get it. If you want to get on television, I'm going to help you get to it. If you just need some help getting some brand deals or some content creation, call me up. I'm like Kim Possible. Call me, beat me if you need to reach me.
Yes, that is an intro, and I love it. So, what you got for us today? What we talking about?
Ooh, you said you wanted to talk Real Housewives, honey. You know that's my guilty pleasure.
I know that's your guilty pleasure. Cellow, do you watch Housewives?
I haven't watched it since Nene left, but I have watched this season, and I've been like, I'm watching it like every time it comes out, so I'm tapped in.
Before he says anything, who's your favorite housewife
At the
this
moment,
season?
Angela.
Yes, Mother Oakley. Okay, I'm here for Angela.
Okay, Angela.
I'm here for Angela Oakley. She can read, she can carry, she can do her job perfectly. I like her. I don't have nothing negative to say about Angela. I like her.
So who we talking about first? Go ahead.
Ooh, okay, well, you know Britt Edie didn't show up to the reunion.
Yes,
She didn't show up to the reunion. Her and her dry ass scalp did not show up to that reunion. She was scared. She was playing pussyfoot. She was just doing too much. And I think that was late that she didn't show up, you guys. Don't you think that was late? I think that she was a big focal point of this season because she got Kenya fired.
Yes.
Okay. She
got into it with everybody.
She got into it with everybody, and she's a hoe that don't want to own it. And she likes to stop people's bags. She just did it to me a few weeks ago. I did an interview. I told you I did an interview with the Neighborhood Talk. And they have called up there and said that she wanted me to she wanted them to take my interview down because she didn't like what I had to say about her. She's a hoe that needs to own it. So Britt Edie, you need to own your wholeness, and that will get you further, girl. Because now NBC Universal ain't gonna be fucking with you.
Yeah, and I can't believe that she didn't go to the reunion. It's because I feel like, let me tell you one thing about Nene. I feel like even when all the girls didn't like her, she sat right there in her spot. And she took everybody down
with real tags, with real labels.
Well, my I guess because I'm not in the loop, but like she's also suing, correct?
No, no, they're over their lawsuit. I can't say, and they're cordially dating. Like she's back working with the network and doing things. So
is she getting her peach again? Because that's why I think that she took that route.
I would love for Nene to get her peach.
I'm talking about Britt.
Oh, Britt.
Oh, Britt.
Yeah, Britt is suing.
I don't think that she got off.
No, she after that. I can't speak for the network or because I don't talk to that heifer. But you know, just being friends with the other girls and just knowing what I know, I don't think she's coming back because she's suing them. I'm going through a lawsuit now. I sued the apartment complex that I'm currently was living at, and I can't live there. So if you sue a network that you work with, I assume that you can't work with them no more.
Yeah.
But I'm thinking that she already lost her peach before suing, and that's why she's suing.
Well, no, she didn't lose her peach because she carried it all season. She lost it for next season for sure.
But that's what I'm talking about.
She definitely lost it for next.
And that's why she's suing.
Well, allegedly the streets be talking. I heard that her and that sweet ass husband are getting ready to move to Miami, honey, because nobody here in Atlanta likes her, and that's just what I heard.
She would do well in Miami.
I think she would do well in Miami, but she ain't gonna get back on television because once she's suing this network, she ain't gonna be able to work with nobody but the local DJs.
Not the local DJs, friend.
Okay.
Ciao. What else we got on the docket? Who we talking about next?
On the docket list. So you know next season is coming up, right? And I'm super duper excited. I hear that the girls allegedly they about to start back filming like late July, early August. I heard this from a couple of sources. And a couple of returning peaches are coming back allegedly that I'm hearing, and I'm really, really excited about it.
Before you say who they are, who do you think should go back to next season of Real Housewives?
I wonder if Kenya's gonna come back. I wonder if they're gonna let Kenya come back.
I would love
because I don't know if you've been seeing like the language she's been using like on social media and in her videos. It's much more like, I'm so sorry, I'm taking coming for my actions. I wish that I can make Brit feel, in the networks, I'm sorry for what I did to them. Yeah. That's not a tone of voice you use when you're over a network.
Yes, and I also think it's a PR thing too, because it's just like, okay, like I apologize publicly. Y'all see what I've done. Like I honestly feel like she's probably already working behind the scenes with them to get back
producing the girls.
Yes, I definitely. I'm not gonna say producing. I think she's literally working to get back on the show. I think that it's already in the works, honestly.
Kenya Moore is definitely needed. Like, Kenya Moore is an essential piece of housewife. Like, when she came in on season 5, her and her wig came through swinging. The Reeds trying to get with Phaedra's husband, calling Portia all up out of her name. Kenya did what she had to do to keep her peach, and she earned her peach.
She did earn her peach.
I also think this season, because Portia has been pussyfooting around.
Yes, like, she has, and that's my girl. But
I gotta get off my sister.
But I feel like Kenya would have not let Portia pussyfoot. Yeah, she most definitely would put that iron to her, to her ass. So
but I do think Portia got comfortable. I feel like Portia felt like she wasn't needy of this season, and I love Portia too. I feel like she thought,
but she'll never be, respectfully though, Portia, I love you, girl, but she'll never be Lanithia Monique Leakes.
And
never.
I don't think so either. But I think because she knew, like, she was technically the head housewife and the longest standing housewife on the season this season.
Yeah,
if I'm not mistaken.
Technically,
but I feel like the way that she was pressed by Drew and all these girls, Nene would have not walked out no room. She would have stayed there until the show.
No, she would have argued them girls down
till the show ended. If the credits would have been rolling, Nene still would have been talking, but getting up and you straight. Like, that would have never, you would have never gotten that from me.
Portia was pussyfooting around that reunion allegedly too.
But first of all, me sitting down with Drew could have called me girl, and I would have been back and forth with her. We would have just been going back and forth sitting at that table in the thing, whatever. But who have you heard that possibly may be coming back to the show?
Okay, so I heard that Sheree coming back. Even though that's my girl, I'm not gonna say she is. I'm not gonna say that she's not. But I hope that she comes back. Because the streets been talking about her and Charles. You know, the streets have been talking about those two used to date. And I done seen it on Twitter. I done seen it all over my feed. I didn't turn her personally. I want to see Sheree versus Angela Oakley. I think it'll be a read-off. And I also think that'll give Sheree a chance to stand her ground and reclaim her peach that she took a break from this season.
So if Sheree's coming back and they're hearing that she may have been dealing with Charles, that means Angela is probably going to be back too.
Yes. Angela, that network fucks with Angela. Like, they love Angela.
Do you think Angela's going to get a peach?
Yes, I think she's coming back next season with a peach. And let me tell you something. If Sheree Whitfield in the picture, she's definitely going to be holding it.
Oh, thank you. What else you got for us?
Oh, what else is going on in this housewife news? And the other thing that I can say, allegedly, I heard the reunion this year was kind of flat. But I also heard that, like, the girls were going back at it. But Portia, she got to stop that pussyfooting around. She got to stop running to apologize because she don't want to, address confrontation. She don't want to address the confrontation. You got to address your confrontation. This network is paying you millions of dollars, okay? Do your job. And plus, she going to come back also, too, because she just got that $40,000 a month from her man.
Yeah.
He over in Nigeria living his best sweet-ass life.
Speaking of, how do y'all feel about the settlement? Like, do you feel like, because she basically got awarded the house. Basically, they split it between the two. And then I read in the documents that if they either have to sell it or Portia has to buy him out in order for her to keep the full house. She's getting $40K a month.
And the Rolls Royce is kept.
Yeah, she kept the Rolls Royce, and she also is getting $40K a month because originally when they were dating, he was giving her $30K a month to just spend. So the judge told them that she was able to keep the $30K, but he gave her 10 more. How do you feel about her basically getting all of these things from the prenup and even with the messiness on social media that happened?
I feel like I don't know too much about like stuff like that, but if that's what she was being paid and then the marriage was not considered like a fraud, but you almost took her under with you. Like, like if she believed this marriage to be real and you were doing all this scammy stuff and not even telling her, then you could have messed up her life.
Yeah.
And for a whole fucking season, she couldn't film in her house because of you.
And that's
which cut into her story.
Yeah, cut into her story. Major. It cut into her story. And I really feel like too, like with her coming back and Bravo saying, okay, we're gonna get Portia back on the season, and Portia's gonna be like, because I know I'm not gonna say she was embarrassed, but I know it kind of haunts her that when she did her promo, she was like,
I'm coming back, I'm doing all this and that. She didn't even feel in the house.
But no, when she said, they heard Portia Williams was coming back to Real Housewives of Atlanta.
But Portia
Guardia, that's true. And I was like, damn, that has to suck, that girl. As soon as you literally say that you're coming back as a wife and you got like this life that you wanted, it all begins to crumble.
Crashing down
in front of everybody on social media. That's crazy.
How do I feel about it? But let me tell you how I feel about it. Honey, the way I'm set up, when I get married to a man, I'm going to have that type of paperwork in place. I don't find nothing wrong with what she's getting. And I feel like that she's deserved it. Even though she took that woman's husband and she did all of those games and stoves, she made sure that her paperwork was tight. Because if I was a woman or any man that I'm getting married to, he going to know, honey, I'm not walking away with what I came with. I'm leaving out with more than what I came with. I ain't mad at her.
I ain't mad at either. I'm glad she's getting her
The pursuit of Portia.
The pursuit of Portia. I'm screaming. What else we got, friend?
Ooh, you been watching Basketball Wives?
I have not watched. I stopped watching Basketball Wives after Tammy left.
No.
Yes, once Tammy was gone, like Tammy was my girl. I couldn't get into her.
Bet you been watching it. It's been good. Y'all have got. I've been telling my man.
I think it's been since Tammy too. Yeah.
Yeah, like once Tammy left, I was just like,
Tammy was never the show.
When she was saying OG, when she was saying,
she was ugly and stuff.
Foco Cinco or something like that.
Oh yeah,
that's the last thing I seen. Was
that
that.
was you right. That actually is the last thing I seen. When she was like, Ocho Cinco wanted me, and Evelyn was out there.
Evelyn was like, bitch.
I said, Evelyn, girl, you're 100. Stop doing that.
Nah, she's 100. Evelyn has always been the show to me, though.
She is Basketball Wives.
She is a basketball. She's beautiful. She can read. She got the set going on. You know, I'm a TV nista, and plus I work with these girls, so I always keep myself in the loop. I honestly think that y'all two should tune in this season. I think Ty and Ming are doing amazing. I love Brandy this season, and I'm loving Evelyn this season. I think it's a really good season. It's actually a little bit better than the Real Housewives of Atlanta this season, I must say.
Cellow, do you know Ty, the girl that was dating Mimi?
And Drew,
and that
I've seen her,
the basketball player. You know, I think she's moving around too much because she went from she went from Mimi to Ming Lee, and then Drew husband put out the other day that he was.
I mean, that's only 3 women.
I don't think my friend and that's my homegirl.
I feel like it's too many big women. Like I feel like they're all in the same circle.
Well, they all just being messy.
Yeah, but she's also a fine piece though as well too.
Like, and think about the woman she's dating too. It's not like she's dating nice women. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's just they're messy. Ralph is messy for that. Like I literally tweeted under the tweet, and I said I would literally cry and throw up and scrape my pussy out my body, knowing that I fucked a man as lame as you.
But Ralph do look good.
I don't care how good you look.
No shade.
Ralph is fine.
Everybody be on Twitter trying to say Ralph is ugly. I'm like, no,
Ralph is not ugly. But like, I just could not date a man that lame.
Yeah, because why would you do that? And the
worst thing a man can do is talk. Like, talk about what we doing. Like,
lady boys,
running your mouth.
I don't. When people be like, I have text message and just and that from X amount of years ago, baby. Once we're done, I have nothing. I'm telling you the truth. Like it be clipped. Like I delete everything that we've ever.
But you know these niggas gonna keep a receipt book on us and keep it in their purse. You know that these men is lady boys.
Everyone come to you and say, "Oh yeah, I was talking to me." I've had people with bedroom talk me, like talk about me in their bedroom. It's like hook up. And be like, you know, I used to talk to what you call them, and then like you're going to have sex, and y'all both talking about me, your experience that you had with me, or the experience that you wanted to have with me, but this person, and I'm just like, oh my god, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't like that. Like, don't talk about me to nobody else. Like, nobody else should.
My thing is this: I like to be talked about. Talk about me, honey, because guess what? It's gonna bring me more traction. It's gonna give me another Instagram insight. So talk about me. Talk about your girl. Okay?
I'm screaming what they say: good publicity, bad publicity. It's all publicity, y'all. But anyway, anything else you got for us, friend?
I do want to know, how do you guys feel about like just self-care and Botox and fillers and just staying young and rejuvenated? I know I'm a gay of a particular age, right? Mm-hmm. And, you know, I'm here for my Botox. I have got to keep my Botox. It prevents me from getting older. Like, people be thinking I'm 25 and I'm really almost 35. How do y'all feel about it?
Well, you know, I've gotten gastric bypass. And I've gotten I used to be 300 pounds. I'm like 170 right now.
Yeah. Well, you wear it well because you look amazing.
Thank you. And I got a tummy tuck as well, too. And believe it or not, like people really sit up there and be like, "Oh, you cheated, this and that." No, look at a lot of people who have got gastric. They don't look like me. They don't retain muscle the way that I do. I only have like loose skin on my stomach. people try to like make fun of my belly button. I actually didn't want one.
Yeah.
Like they give you a belly button like shaper. I took it out. I was hoping that it went away. I thought it'd been tea. Imagine me no belly button. You know,
That is it.
right?
Crop top realness.
Okay, nothing there.
But like my belly button is small, but I don't care. Like you know, and it's tattooed. But then like I just recently got fillers under my eyes for PRP.
Yeah, with the blood, and then they put in. You look like really, really swollen. Kamora Lee Simmons
Actually,
teeth.
didn't get swollen. No, I
What?
didn't. A black guy did mine.
I got PRP, and my eyes were
swell you
literally
up?
so tight. I look like Kamora Lee Simmons on crack.
But they did a really good job. I wish I would have known you were going to show you before and after. But for me, I'm all about like do whatever you need to do. I feel like I feel like when you start taking away or adding on, that's when it gets crazy. Like I feel like you got to be real like careful about your nose. You know what I'm saying?
See, I'm thinking about. So I was telling my injector, I go to Peony Aesthetics, and that's where I get my Botox. I get my facials there. I get my fillers. I get everything there, and I was thinking about getting a non-surgical nose job.
I was gonna say like try a filler first.
But see, I don't want to do that. I just want to. You have to do your research, and you have to find a good doctor. That's what I do with my company over at It Girl Consulting. I make sure that I go above and beyond to find you good people, and I'm gonna send you some people. I'm gonna send you to people that I know the celebrities go to, because if they have a good nose, and I see other people going there repetitively, I want to go do that.
But see, some of the celebs don't be having good noses. Like
I love a good nose.
I do love a good nose, but I can't even tell you who I think has the perfect nose right now. Like that has had a nose.
Have you
job.
seen It May Destroy You or I May Destroy You? She has her face is really nicely done. Her nose is a good nose job too.
Who was that said they got
Gorilla nose look cute now.
Gorilla nose is cute, but it's somebody else that got a nose job, but they got the non-surgical one, like the
non-surgical. See, non-surgical not gonna take away this. I want this fatness gone. I want a nice slim nose. I want to look like a skinny white lady, only black and beautiful. I want this nose
your
slim.
nose is so small already.
It's fat. It gets sweaty when I'm hot. I'm tired of it. I want some nice slenderness. I'm working on. Y'all was over here talking about being more trade, right? Mm-hmm. Honey, let me tell you something. I'm a lady.
We weren't talking about being more trade. We said we weren't trying to be the trade, or we don't want to be.
See, I don't want to be the trade, but I want to look a little bit more masculine. Let me tell you something. My men love
masculine reconstruction.
Yeah, like masculine reconstruction. Like all my men like that. I got sugar.
I'm not with you, but I feel like because you have a very soft face, that would take more fillers here to make your face wider here at the bottom.
Facial balance.
Because like your face is like, if you have more here, I could see you looking more masculine.
Yeah, like a good pull up, a good suck, and a good jawline.
Yeah, so you want a mug like mine, but you still want to be fish like me.
Yeah. But let me tell you something, honey. My manager, he gags at me all the time. I be telling him I don't never have a problem getting on top of being in the bedroom because I know what I'm doing. I don't give a fuck how much sugar in my face or how much filler is in my face, bitch. I know what I'm doing. I want to just look a little bit more masculine to change up a look. I've been looking soft and pussy since I came busting out my mama's bando. It's time for a new look.
I want Botox, but I just want it on my forehead because I want to freeze my forehead because I don't want to be.
See, what gas me is this. Like, okay, because I'm going for a refresh tomorrow, you guys, but like, I hate doing this. I don't like those wrinkles.
Yeah, I don't like the wrinkles either.
It makes me feel my age. I want to look tight. I want to look like I don't breathe,
but
bitch.
I'm always, like, my dad is really like that. Like, when he smiles and when he does, like, even me, like, when I smile, I hate it because my eyes get so chinky and they look like I look.
But see, get it right here for your crow's feet. I'm gonna send you to my injector. She's amazing.
Say the head got the number. Send me the number.
I'm gonna send you her number. Shout out to Pony Aesthetics, honey. Precious is T. Like she literally will get up in there and she does everybody.
Okay, what's the pain level though? Because I'm not.
It just depends.
Person.
I hate needles, but like it's just I didn't really feel it. But it is a needle going into your face. But I've also, but like, yeah, I can't. But I do it.
Yeah.
I did it. I was like, I might go back and get some more. But like,
I am literally like I'm not a pain person. Like, and it's.
But I'm not either.
Just get numbed and just get a stress ball.
Yeah, get it numbed. Then give you something. They didn't give me a ball. They gave me something. I think it was some type of.
Because see, like, let me tell y'all. The thing about it is, it's crazy. I don't like instant pain. Like, I don't like instant pain.
You don't like a quick one too?
But I can do
a tattoo.
Like,
So like
few,
they're gonna numb your skin up and they're going to like get in under your skin. I think the worst part of it is acknowledging that like, hey, there's a needle under my skin. I may not feel it, but I know that there's something under my skin, and that kind of fucks my head up a little bit.
Because like my best friend, we had got our belly button pierced at one point, and it was just like. He was like, we just gonna do it. And I was like, okay. But anytime he tell me we're gonna do something, I'm always down for it. So I went and did it, and I literally almost passed out. Because soon as she, I felt my soul like kind of leave my body. Like
I'm in love with needles.
I hate it.
I love it. I done got my body done. The most painful thing I ever got done, I just had I had PBO threads.
I seen you with the thing, and baby.
But it felt good.
I almost fainted watching you do it. Like how the
See, I get enjoyment out of that because I know I'm gonna look snatched when I get off that table.
The most painful surgery I had was my tummy tuck, and like I couldn't walk straight for 3 months. Which at that point I was walking with a stretcher, and at that point I was like, I cried. I was like, oh my god, bitch, I'm gonna be stuck walking like this. Like I was like, I'm stuck. I was like this the whole time, and it's because, and I want to say a year ago. And even now, a year ago, I finally got to be able to fully be able to like, because what they do is, the extra skin is down here. They cut that off. They take this and they drag it down, and they. So like now you have to.
Was it staples?
No, it was stitches.
See, I had a BBL, and I thought that was scary, but I actually enjoyed. I just felt like I got hit by a fucking car afterwards. But
How long did it take before you were able to sit back down on your butt?
So I got my body done in October of 2020. I wasn't able to sit. I went October the 21st of 2020. About a month and a half. I had to drive with like a bumpy pillow and stuff on my butt and all of that. But I don't know. Getting a BBL, I was thinking about getting my body done again, like getting ab etching and getting pec implants because I want to look more masculine. But I'm just gonna work out because I don't want to put my body through that again. But in the same breath, I feel like I'm being hypocritical because I got the coins. I'm gonna pay for it.
No, you got the right person in your corner that works out faithfully. So
yeah, but see, my manager, he don't like to train nobody, and he's a fucking drill sergeant.
Go to the gym with him because I just go to the gym. I just be doing shit.
It's fun to look at, but honey, how he does it on a day-to-day basis, bitch, he can have that.
I literally be like, I don't know how he do it every day because I've done 4 days this week.
That's more than enough. If you're trying to get muscle, you have to your protein intake.
Yes, and I'm drinking.
Protein intake, and you should probably go talk to your doctor. Maybe your testosterone level's low.
Yeah, or try.
I just started. It's only been like a month. My testosterone good.
See, I be needing a little bit of kickstart. Like me, like I don't know. Like when it comes down to sex and doing the horizontal mamba, I gotta at least smoke 2 blunts to get my life. I do.
So I'm like, wait, you gotta do what?
I gotta smoke 2 blunts. I gotta have my Don Julio reposado. Shout out to Don. Yes, y'all get this footage.
Yes,
Shout out to Don.
And get us a deal because we need these every time we film. Thank you.
Don,
we need a deal
come
on
sponsor my show.
A deal on fillers. That's what we need.
Yeah, we need a deal on fillers.
We need to do a filler day.
Are these stickers?
Yeah, they are.
A filler day?
Yeah, filler day. You never heard of those?
Like Botox filler day?
With all your friends, you have a little filler day. The white bitches be doing that.
We could do that at the men's spot that I go to. I'm gonna talk to her tomorrow. It's called Peony Aesthetics. It's right there in Alpharetta.
When I was filming Chasing, I was supposed to do it because I was brand dealing with this girl that had a filler bar down in the South Side, and it just never worked. It just never fell through because she was playing games.
I don't play with bitches that play games.
Yeah. And I signed a contract and everything, but I just ended up just like, just dating her, and I blocked her on social media, and it's just what it is. I'll be having time. Well, Anthony, thank you for coming.
Yes, sure. You're welcome.
You can stay seated here with me. We're going to get ready to go to our next segment. Okay. But Cellow, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I was sitting here trying to show him this little ab etching thing that I wanted to do, but my phone was taking forever to load.
Oh my God, no, you're fine. You can pull it up. But we're going to talk. We're going to get into the next little round of questions, okay? So this is just like a rapid fire unplug. Cellophane unplug. You ready?
Yes, let's go.
One word your inner circle would never use to describe you.
Late. Never? You said never?
Never, yeah.
Late.
Period. Live or studio?
Live.
Your sound is a cocktail. What's in it?
Ooh. Atmosphere.
What's that?
Oh, is it like a juice? I have to actually name a juice?
Yeah. No, like what if your name was in the cocktail, like if you made a drink, like an
actual drink, you want to put liquor in it?
Yeah.
Midori. Vodka.
What kind of vodka? Let me see Let me see your taste.
I'm
What
gonna
kind
say
of taste
Grey
you got?
Goose.
Ooh, got you feeling real loose.
Thank you.
Melon liqueur.
Okay.
And I'm thinking, yeah, I think that's it. We're gonna do a sweet and sour. So we're gonna do a sweet and sour melon liqueur. Yeah,
not basic, and I like it. Thank you. Top 3 artists that raised you musically.
Lenny Kravitz, Prince, and Lana Del Rey.
Lenny Kravitz, you ate with that. I love his fine old ass.
We said Lana Del Rey.
Who's Lana Del Rey?
Oh,
I can't even. You gotta look. Get into your bag, okay?
Now I listen to Mariah Carey. That's my favorite.
when that loads.
Yes. Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yes, that's what I want.
I want that bad.
And they told me they would do it for $10,000. That would do my pec implants. But see, I don't have no legs. It ain't gonna match. But I think I'm still gonna do it because I got the ass and I got the thighs. I think I'm still gonna do it.
That's to the bone.
No, pec implants. So basically,
we gonna shape his chest up.
Yeah, like basically, feel how soft it is right here to squeeze them. Yeah, I want some firmness. I want
pecs. That's why I'm in the gym because
I want to be down to the bone like that. You said that test to the bone.
Mm-hmm. That's how I want to be.
I told you earlier, like that's all I want. I want this to be like when I was in the gym in
I'm gonna see you
COVID in 2021.
You a trainer?
No, it's just
I'm gonna see you work out for your chest.
Yes, because I just want it to be circular. So then when the summertime comes, because it's my birthday in the summertime, so I could just like
I'm gonna see you work out. But yeah,
this is like natural, effortless. Like I want to be able to put on a white tee and jeans and feel confident like a white woman and just hit the town with my good go yard and my good rigs.
I'm sick of you in this white woman aesthetic. Get over it.
Yeah.
What's your biggest creative ick?
Let me think. I don't know. Not actually being creative. I feel like I hate people who actually don't have a creative bone in their bodies, but they're trying to do something creative. It's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's not.
It's not.
I literally have to tell like people, like I was on Facebook, and somebody was saying like they just want to quit their job, they want to be an influencer, and I've never seen them influence or do anything a day in their life, no shade. And that was from somebody that was from back home, and I was just, and I literally, it was a subliminal status, but after they posted it, I posted what I said after, and I was just like, everybody's not meant to be an influencer, or everybody's not meant to be in the realm of being fame or having money in that way. Like you can get money a different way, but it's not meant for everybody, because if you don't have nothing to, like, no creativity to give to it, what are you doing?
And I hate being called an influencer, but that's what it is at this point.
Like, that's a job. It's a tax write-off.
Yeah, that part.
It's your life.
It is. So, next segment, Cellow, vision and future. Okay, so you've created a niche. I think that's both stylish and, it's different. How do you keep being authentically you? Like, how do you keep it authentic?
What I've learned is that I can't have people around me who make me question myself. And I'm dating someone right now, and they actually just watched the live podcast I did yesterday. And I didn't think that he would do that, because most of the people I've ever dated don't even care too much to even involve themselves in that. And I was like, how's it made you feel? And he was like, no type of way. But I was like, I talked about other men that I've been with. And he was like, I didn't know BACKSEAT was about that. And I was like, I didn't know I had to tell you my whole, life story with men. That would make me uncomfortable sharing, And so for me, it's like, does that make you uncomfortable? Because if it does, then we need to then talk about what does that look like for me, as my team right now is pushing me to be more personable. I don't like sharing myself with people that are not my friends. Right. And I'm like, if I'm being pushed to be more personable, and then that is revealing sides of myself you don't know, how does that affect our relationship? So that's just what it is for me right now. So I have to continue being myself and not being with people who are saying you look dumb. And well, if I look dumb, my friend would say this: you look late, tired, and faggy. Those 3 words come out when I'm putting on the clothes. I'm throwing the bitches away. Late, tired, and faggy.
Faggotry.
Yeah.
Let's cheers to that word to your friend. Hey, friend, come on. Yeah,
okay,
that's no, ebook, honey.
But I get that, because I was in a relationship and I feel like the person at the time didn't fully support me in the ways I wanted to be supported. Like I felt like
if I'm questioning yourself,
it made me question, like, is what I'm doing like good enough, or am I good enough for you to see me? Because everybody, it's a difference when everybody else around you tell you, oh, you got it, or you're this, you're that. But
And then the man you laying down with ain't giving it.
Yes.
For instance, one of the things I really need in a relationship is for someone to really hone in on me. And the reason why is like you said, I have 79,000 followers, right? That call me beautiful every day on Instagram, beautiful every day, right? Because I curate that to make you think that I'm beautiful, right? But I come home to you, if you're not telling me that, then I'm gonna start believing that I'm fake. And the only reason why people think I'm beautiful is because I'm putting that out there. You see my breath stink. You see me when I'm musty. Right. You see me when I just woke up. So if you're not giving me at least 20 or 30% of what I'm getting from the world, I'm not going to believe in myself. And that's what I mean by like, you have to be careful around the people you surround yourself with. Because if I'm supposed to be this big entity, right? And I'm supposed to be this big bright thing. And then at home, I'm not being watered. Yeah. How am I supposed to grow as a plant?
Been there. Know it well.
Wow. That's great. Okay.
Been there.
What's next for you? Like, is there more visuals? I know you said that the new EP is coming out soon. Would you tour for that? Like, would you go to different cities and perform? Like, what's up?
So, believe it or not, BACKSEAT has been Shazam 5 times in Brazil.
Wow.
Right?
Okay.
And the second biggest country that is streaming music is Brazil. And then after that is Nigeria. Okay. So for me, one of the things that I'm trying to do when I go to Brazil is actually bring some type of system out there and contact some people and see if I can do something out there. Okay. And if not, do a little beach thing. Do something on the beach. But I'm releasing a whole short film for the project. Right. And I think I want to do one more single. I'm not sure yet. And then start just really getting out there and traveling, doing some music, because it's time where we really want to get me out there.
Listen, Cellow is about to drop his music and he's about to be on the road, so book him. Thank you. Yeah. 5 years from now, what's the Phane headline? If I get online and I see in 5 years from now, what do you want that headline to be?
I'm laughing at myself. Because I always think of myself in 2 ways. I would love to crash out like Britney Spears. I would
really dancing online, twirling with a bad
No, we went too far in the future. Too far. I would love to have like the little umbrella hitting the window. That's
you want to be Britney in the Toxic era? Long red hair, bust down, good style, red leather bodysuit, fresh off Justin Timberlake.
I'm coming out the car, my balls slipped out my jeans, something like that. I really would like that moment.
Just, Janet Jackson moment.
Just that moment, just one time, like the cellophane.
Who do I have sitting up here? What is going on? Oh, you want it to be that.
You know what's funny? Because like I am very calm or whatever, but like I told my friend, I said, if a label reach out to me and say, hit the table, we want to suck 50 pounds. Hit it. Let's hit it. You want to finance that? Let's do it. You want me to go crazy? You want me to be bigger than Troye Sivan? You want me to go? Let's do it. Let's take it there. Because if I'm hungry for the music and if you're going to support my vision, then all I got to do is just look more pop than what you. Let's do it. Bone, stomach to bone. Let's do it.
That's tea, but that shows that you really, really, passionate about your career and also your music. I got my bachelor's degree in entertainment business management and radio communications, and that's so essential because the talent has to be able to also produce things outside of the music that is relatable for their fans to see. So I really, really like that. It seems like you have a really, really good, keen vision on what you want to do. And if I was working at a record label outside of working for myself, I would sign you because it seems like you're amazing at what you're doing. I'm here for it. I'm also here for your new EP.
Yes. I love this. Okay. Now, bonus segment. Press play, big booty man. Okay,
you gonna play so much music. I'm gonna be like, child.
No, well, I'm not gonna play the music, but because we gotta put this on YouTube, and I need that check. But no, I'm gonna press play or skip. Okay, I'm gonna give you the list of the artists and the song, and you tell me if you're gonna skip the song or you're gonna press play.
I hope I know them, but okay, let's go.
You should. Ready? Miguel Adore.
I'm gonna press and play.
Okay. Brent Faiyaz, Jackie Brown.
I might skip that.
Frank Ocean, Pink and White.
I'm gonna press play.
SZA, Used.
I'm gonna press play.
Oh, you got a little taste. Daniel Caesar, Get You.
I'm gonna press play.
And K-Twanada, Caution.
I'm gonna press play.
Oh, you're versatile in music, and I love that. See me because of that.
Versatile in music
in every aspect of my life. Yeah.
Yes, I love.
Oh, bitch.
I just caught what you said.
Yeah.
You are. Oh, I love that. Thank you.
You a key.
You a key.
Cellow. I'm sorry.
Cellow. See, I didn't know how deep I should. See, I should have went back in the lab and added a few.
You gotta ask him about my girl, though. Are you person to play with Mariah Carey type Dangerous?
I do like it. I do.
Yes.
And what I'm like excited about is that she just signed to a new label. Didn't
yes.
She? I love Mariah Carey.
Yes.
I do.
Yes, honey. Take me to the concert, bitch.
I think what's interesting and like unfortunate is that people don't realize she's like last of her generation.
Yes,
like,
she's the last of the fucking icons. She is a living legend.
And they're not realizing that. They're not like. I really want people to go take a moment to go look at some videos. Was it like that? Which was one where she's like standing in the wind blowing?
Well, she said she came to have a party. Something off the Bacardi, feeling so hot tamale. Boy, I know you watching me, so what's it gonna be?
She's standing in the crowd, black dress, hair just blowing,
just
right?
standing there.
You can't. It
ain't that many bitches that can do that.
They're not being cunt no more like that.
They're not. They're not. Mariah Carey literally in gay terms is cunt pussy. No, that woman is tea. And you could throw a pill in that bitch and push her on the stage and she's gonna work it.
And
that bitch is a
and
king.
I feel like they try, but they cannot. That level of cuntness that she does, you can't achieve that. Like Sabrina Carpenter, she's scratching.
You know who's close to it,
she's
though?
Scratching who?
Even though she looks a little bit sick now, that's always gonna be my girl Ariana Grande.
She got close.
She got close.
She got really close.
You know she just turned down Megara too on Hercules.
Really?
That bitch Ariana Grande is stupid. If I knew her management, I would literally call her, cuss her out, and shove a croissant down her throat.
I was watching her on Drag Race today, and I had a moment because she looks a little like she's just like this. But you have to realize that she also watched little girls get blown up.
What do you mean?
You know they blew up her concert and like out the country. You know that.
Oh yeah, I do.
And so like I feel like that's something that like we still have
traumatized her.
Yeah,
yeah. Because Ariana went from black girl to super white.
I miss Ariana,
but she still can sing though. Her last album was a legend,
but it didn't have as much flavor.
Yeah.
No, it didn't.
Like it didn't even
Position. Yeah, like Position. Dangerous Woman. Like hell, 7 Rings.
Sweetener. The light is coming to get back everything the darkness stole.
COVID had hit, and then 7 Rings had dropped around that time, right? I was getting them unemployment checks. And then the government,
he's a realist.
There was nothing I couldn't buy when that song dropped. She said, "I want it."
I got it.
Yeah. I said, "Cool, just
give me." Because
every week I was in the house just chilling, but since that 900 dropped,
I want it.
I had that's how. But that's COVID literally brought my show to life because I had brought a camera during COVID.
You were smart about it.
I did everything during COVID, and so now even still, like that camera still suffices for this day. Like a lot of pictures that I take, like even when I was in Houston, and the pictures I've taken in the mirror, like it's on that camera. Like I literally funded my whole life during COVID.
See, during COVID, I was leaving the man. I went to go get surgery because I got fat, but I found It Girl Consulting, and I realized that I was that girl. I was fresh from LA, and I was just with a nigga that wasn't shit. To be honest with you, he was a good provider, but he wasn't putting it down in that bedroom, and he wasn't putting it down in my head, and I had to remove myself.
You know, I tell my friend this: like, if you can keep me kept, then you can keep my mouth shut. But if you can't keep me kept, then I'm not keeping my mouth shut.
What do you mean kept?
Kept. I'm kept in all ways in my life. I ain't gotta ask for nothing. I can just grab that card and I can leave out the house.
Oh, you understand? Come on, cheers to the girls' weekend. Yes, to you putting out your Bottega, bitch.
Because you said be kept.
Girl, baby, my go-yard over there. I love a kept man that understands it. A lot of these niggas, they want to betray. They be wanting to betray, but they don't understand the trade. If I'm telling you I'm going to get my nails and toes, but I don't want to just tell you, nigga. I need you to send the cash app behind it.
You shouldn't have to ask.
I'm telling you, if I'm telling you I'm hungry, I don't want to be with a man where I got to figure out what I want to eat. I want him to already know what I want to eat.
And I said this earlier. You want someone to be submissive, but can't even
give me something to submit to.
Okay, wait a minute. Oh, because we gotta hurry up because we're about to be over time. But I gotta say this. Literally, hey boy, if you watch this, don't feel no kind of way. I literally had to tell my ex this. I was like, you want me to be submissive. Like, you don't want me to want no kind of coochie from you, no nothing. But I gotta ask for like if you going out and buy, if you got the money to go buy your go yard bag and go do all this kind of stuff that you're doing.
Where's mine?
And if you can't buy the go yard bag, go buy something.
Go buy the Louis bag at least to match the go yard energy.
Like,
Hello.
don't come home with nothing for me. I don't care because if you can buy one or two, you can buy one for me.
But I bet you he coming home with a hard dick, honey. These niggas ain't shit. They be up to date and they be down tomorrow. That's why I'm ready to date outside of my race. I'm done with black men.
And I say that it's unfortunate because we have like 400 years of like systematic racism and all that that ties to, but like we do have to change on that. But like I could not imagine a man asking me to shave my body that can't pay my rent.
Really?
Now,
oh my God, pause.
Wait, now
Bitch, I just had, okay, so, like, literally, like, my manager is, like, my soul tie, my best friend. Like, literally, like, if I was to date a man, he would have to match his energy. Like, my manager is that, honey. I literally just got done telling him I was laying down with a man. I don't like a man with a bunch of body hair, no shade. But he's a top. Honey, I'm not about to be putting my mouth all over your dick and it look like Captain Crunch down there. But see, my thing is this. If you want me to get aligned and get in tune with sucking your dick, nigga, have everything lined up for me to have no choice but to go down there. If you're going into Neiman's to go buy Balenciaga, honey, you need to be coming with my Balenciaga.
That goes back to the point. If you're a kept woman, you ain't gonna keep your mouth shut. You're not gonna say shave that. Why would I say that? Right. You have the card in your hand. You could just leave. You suck the hairy dick. You got that black card in your hand. You gonna go to the store.
Bitch, I'm gonna suck the fuck out of that hairy dick and brush my teeth afterwards.
But see, the thing for me is I'm not really, and this is gonna sound crazy, I'm not really a label whore. Like I don't really care to have. I don't really care to have because I tell a lot of people like even when I was on Chasing, everybody is like still chasing like that dream and they're chasing to get to a certain level. And I don't try to sound cliche, but I grew up in a family that had money. Like in my hometown, my family was honestly the Joneses one of one. Like when you seen bitches pull up, they're in the 7 Series, they're in the 3 Series, they're in the Jag, they're in whatever.
Yes, honey, the gaskets, like, bitch. My mama in the Jag.
The girls, like I came from that life, so it's like when I see everybody now, and I don't want it to be like, oh well. Bitch, that's the life you had. But like when I see people now, I want people to not like be so focused on that because it's more to life than that. So, like I want people to be thinking about like investment. To me is like, so what I want to do, I want to have a house in a city and I want to have a cabin, like a cabin house, like a getaway house where I can unplug, do music, have my dog in the lake and stuff. That's wealth to me.
That's so angelic.
Wealth to me is like, can you take off work for a month? I want to go ahead and do an excursion somewhere. Yeah. That's wealth to me. Yeah. I mean, if I want to get a Louis bag or something, cool. But that's not my focus. I want to be able to have enough money to be able to just move how I want to.
Like when I look at my family, like too, like, and I think that's what pushes me too to even keep doing what I'm doing now because everybody got to hear. But like a lot of people in my family, like they own properties. They have different sources of income, and it's just like, okay, well. This is what I'm striving for. Like,
and this is what I'm used to.
Like, I don't care about. Because let me tell you, my auntie. I'll never forget. One day, I was sitting on the table. I was sitting at my auntie's house, and I just moved her purse because it didn't have no logos or nothing on it. So I just scooted it to the side. She said, don't be moving my $10,000 purse like that. And I said, what? She said, oh, you don't see the LV in the bottom corner? She said, and I forgot the letter she said it was. And I was like, gag. But it's just like that quiet luxury. Like, if I was
quiet, quiet luxury. That's the new word.
Subtle luxury. Yeah.
Give me some Laura Piani.
Love Louis Pianos. My favorite Piano, my yellow ones. I love them.
Give me some quiet luxury. But like, I don't want to be loud. Like, I want you to see me. Know that I'm in luxury when you see me hopping out my Aston Martin truck when I get rich. Because if you know, I don't.
I'm gonna tell you, these white women, they running around, and I lived in LA for years. And I'm gonna tell you something. I learned outside of my mother. I learned my best skills was honestly from white women because they not wearing their labels on their back. They know what they got on, and they confident within themselves. Like me, I'm an A-Lo Skims Lululemon type girl. Yeah. But guess what? My bag and shoe is always gonna hit top T, bitch, when I'm walking around the city.
Well, we got to get ready to close out, y'all, because I know Cellow has something to do, and we have been filming for a minute. Yes, but first of all, I want to say this has been like a really good interview. Thank you for coming on, Anthony, because this has been really, really good. But before we go, where can fans stream Backseat and catch your visuals?
I am on everything. But my name is spelled CELLO/PHN, and that is how you find me on Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, everything.
Okay. What's one message you want people to feel when they press play on your music?
I think I just want people to be able to transcend. Like, don't think, just feel.
Yeah. And then the last thing, give me some last words to your younger self, the one dreaming, like while you were in uniform, like in the military. Like, what can you tell that person?
Get sicker sooner. Get sicker sooner. Like, because I'm medically retired.
Okay.
I would tell myself to get out sooner.
Get out sooner.
But still go in.
Yeah.
But get out sooner.
Get out sooner. How long were you in?
6 years.
Okay.
Like, the military paid for my school. So
that's what's up.
Okay.
Not too bad. Well, Cellow, anything else you have to say to my audience before you go?
Just continue watching and keep supporting you because like it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger and you're becoming more solidified in yourself.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. Well, Cellow, I want to say thank you for coming on my show and thank you for taking time out of your day to, sit here on my platform and talk about you. And also thank you for letting me invite a guest to come here with me. Of course,
you can do I feel a party, not I beat your party.
Yes,
and I'm down for that.
I'm down for it. So
we do a little short vlog.
Yes,
that'd
let's
be
do
cute.
it.
Yeah.
And so when y'all see me acting crazy and crying about
you like
this, but when you see me, just know it's done.
I'm gonna take you to my people.
Take me to your people. Tell them where to follow you on social media.
Y'all can follow me on ALG Experience. I got a lot of good stuff coming up in these next 2 weeks, you guys. So I need you to have your locked ears loaded and ready to listen. I need you to have your wig snatched and your bra secure. Because guess what? I just secured the bag, bitch. And it's coming out in about 2 weeks, bitch. So stay tuned.
Stay tuned. Yes. Cellow, thank you again for coming in. If you didn't know, again, it's your boy Tag Did It, and we are here sitting on Talk Live Tuesdays with Tag, with none other than Cellow Phane, the boy with the green hair, and my friend Anthony, the ALG Experience. And listen, we are out. We appreciate y'all. Thank you.